where we are is you got some marks on your head from something.
From the GoPro being up there?
Oh yeah, there
yeah,
you go.
Probably. Alright guys, so we are going to be building some steps today. It's a cold day here in West Virginia in May. It got down to below freezing today, but we've got to get the steps built today because tomorrow is Mother's Day. Getting our tools packed up in our cart. Dad, what are you getting?
I'm just getting a level and hammer and...
Probably going to need a circ saw, so we'll grab that. You want to grab a flex volt for that?
Coming right up.
Very good. And we've got tape measure, hammer, level. Got our square. Has some impact sockets. A couple of, we got screwdriver, a couple of impacts, some drill bits, batteries, a circ saw. Should be close to everything that we need. It's a pretty day out other than it's cold. So this is where the steps are going to go. Just up into the doors going into the shed. The general idea is we're going to be leveling the ground here, and then we've got stringers for the steps, and those are going to sit on these blocks that we're going to put to make it a little bit more stable. So that looks like it probably... Do you want to dig these blocks into the ground, or do you want them to sit on top like that?
As long as it's stable, I don't have a preference with them sitting on top of the ground, but I assumed we were going to have to probably dig a little bit and smooth it all out and then set them in something, whether we drag some gravel out from underneath the shed just to make a little base.
Right.
But now a board's going to sit on top of this that we want to either be even or just under it, so if the snow sitting on it isn't going to melt and go in to the threshold. We probably want the step to come up underneath that threshold.
So basically what we figured out is we're going to go ahead and cut one of these 2x6s to length so it fits exactly between these two trim pieces on either side the door.
We wouldn't have wanted that any longer than that.
Well, that fits perfect. So we're dry fitting the boards now for the steps to get a visual on what it's going to look like. Alright, so we figured out that we needed to do a little bit of stronger foundation for the steps. So we're off to Home Depot to go get some gravel. It is a couple days later and the weather is so much better today than it was when we first started out on the steps project. Just warm and sunny, and we should have just waited to start that project until today. But anyway, we've got our gravel now, so we're going to be laying our gravel foundation for our stones that we're putting down to put the stringers on for the steps, and we're gonna finish up the step build project. It gets really wet over here. You can probably tell by how the grass is all torn up. So that's why we're putting these stones down to help give a little bit more of a firm foundation for our steps. You think we're gonna finish this up today, Dad?
I hope so. This is level. If we get the ground pretty much level, we're starting
closer to our end goal.
What we're trying to accomplish. So I think we were actually having to build this side up. So we might not want to take out as much on this side as we take out over there.
Yep.
But we want to get down a little bit so some gravel will sit in an indentation. So I think we start out putting a bed of gravel even,
Okay.
and we can always add more gravel. Why don't we get a thin layer of gravel, put the 3 stones in place, put the stringers on there, and see where we are.
Where we're at right now, we've got the stones leveled out for our stringers. Now we're just going to mark on the header where we want our stringers to be mounted up to with our stringer brackets.
Perfect.
This one?
Mm-hmm. So I think we ought to do this video. Don't build this like us. That'd be a good name.
Yeah.
How not to do it. So let's put the board back up there. Well, I guess we got the 2 outer ones. We just want to make sure it's like it didn't fall down or something.
So where we're at is we've got all of our brackets mounted up for the stringers and secured. So this board isn't attached yet, but we've got all of our brackets under here mounted up. Pretty happy with how it's turning out. So, I think, unless we have to check the level again, we just finished up with the steps. What do you think, Dad?
Yeah, I'd call it done.
I would call it done.
Throw the level away because we don't use it anymore.
I think they turned out pretty good. Our foundation looks real good with all of our crushed gravel and our stones under there. That these are all actually sitting on concrete pavers. That all turned out good. I'd say it's a job well done.